Imagine this. You try to log into work one morning, but your company has basically been wiped from the internet. Sounds like something out of a movie, right? Well, for 56,000 employees at a major U.S. company, this was their reality on March 11th, 2026.
So, let's break this down. What really happens when a geopolitical conflict spills over from the battlefield and lands right on your work laptop? Today, we're digging into the massive cyber attack on the medical giant Stryker.
All right, Section 1, a company under attack. On Wednesday, March 11th, employees at Stryker, a huge medical technology firm, woke up to absolute chaos.
We are talking about complete system paralysis. The company called it a global network disruption, which affected their entire Microsoft environment. But for the employees, it was way more personal. They reported that their work phones, their laptops, literally anything connected to the Stryker network had been remotely wiped clean. Just gone.
And you can bet the market reacted instantly. The company's stock plunged by nearly 4%. That shows you the immediate financial cost of a digital blackout like this. So the big question is, what on earth happened?
Section 2. A group claims responsibility. As Stryker was scrambling to figure out what was going on and contain the damage, a pretty shadowy group stepped into the spotlight to take credit.
Over on their Telegram channel, a group that calls itself Handala made a really explosive claim. Now, these guys aren't new to the scene. They're a notorious hacking group, believed to be linked to Iran, and they're known for exactly this kind of thing: destructive, wipe-it-all-out attacks.
And what's really striking here is just how direct their message was. The group claimed the attack was massive, and they threw out some absolutely staggering numbers, though I should say these are unconfirmed.
200,000 systems. Think about that. Laptops, servers, mobile devices, all wiped. And believe me, it didn't stop there.
They also claimed to have stolen 50 terabytes of data. For a company like Stryker, that claim alone is a complete disaster. But the question still lingered. Why them? What was the motive?
Let's get into Section 3, retaliation for a tragedy. Because the motive, at least according to Handala, wasn't about money at all. It was geopolitical retaliation for a tragic event that happened thousands of miles away. And this timeline, wow, it really paints a clear picture of the direct link the attackers wanted everyone to see. Less than 2 weeks after a deadly airstrike on a school in Manab, Iran, they launched their cyber offensive against Stryker.
In their own words, the hackers explicitly said their attack was in retaliation for the brutal attack on the Manab school. And just like that, a corporate cyber attack was reframed as a response in a global conflict.
Okay, moving on to Section 4, a new phase of cyber war. For cybersecurity experts watching all this unfold, this attack wasn't just another breach. No, it signaled a dangerous new chapter.
So here's the crucial point. This wasn't about stealing data for cash. It was about pure destruction as a form of political payback.
And experts at the cybersecurity firm Checkpoint, who have been tracking Handala for years, they think the group operates under Iran's Ministry of Intelligence. They say this act of publicly claiming responsibility, well, that marks a significant escalation in the game. Now for our last section, the ripple effect. Because, you see, the story doesn't just end with Stryker. This whole incident really highlights how cyber attacks are now a key weapon in modern conflict, creating these huge waves of disruption and, well, disinformation.
For example, Handala also claimed they breached Verifone, a huge payment technology company. But Verifone came out and flatly denied it, saying the claims were false. This shows you how quickly these events can spiral into information warfare, where it's incredibly hard to separate fact from fiction.
The Stryker attack really proves that we're living in a world where corporate networks have become the new front lines in international disputes. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, it might not be on a traditional battlefield with tanks and soldiers. It could very well be on the servers that power our daily lives.